Howdy folks and welcome back to 50 Nautical Mile Arc. Today, X-Plane 11.20 final was released, and with that comes a brand new default aircraft. So this is the Aero-Works Aerolite 103. Again, it's a default aircraft, but it's a little ultralight sport trike type thing, and I am extremely excited because it reminds me of my FSX days with the trike and that sim. But this is X-Plane, and X-Plane now has their own trike. And I haven't done anything with this yet. I wanted to do everything with you. All I've done is a few presets to look around and get around the aircraft, as small as it is. I'm very excited to share this with you. Again, this is a default aircraft in X-Plane 11.2 or 11.20, however you want to say it. So here we are at Grygla Municipal Airport in Grygla, Minnesota, rural Minnesota. I modeled this airport myself years ago. And we've flown out of this thing a couple times, again, years ago, and we go to some farmland a little ways away when we were doing the Heinz pack. We were testing out those cute little airplanes way back in early X-Plane 10. But anyway, here we are in X-Plane 11, and we're back at this airfield. I'm going to try out this little trike. I'm so excited to do this. It's about 7:30 a.m. in the sim, and clear skies, no wind, just so we can see how the see how the aircraft behaves in the sim. Someday we'll do a proper flight with real weather and real wind and everything, but I just wanted to have some fun with this. It only comes with this livery right now, although I assume there'll be artists making custom liveries very soon, just because it's fun to do that sort of thing. But this thing just looks great. This looks like a cute little payroll aircraft. So those of you who aren't familiar with the default aircraft in X-Plane 11, some of them are payroll quality, the Cessna default. This thing so far seems pretty good. Some of the aircraft can use some work. The Cirrus, for example, is only partially complete, and that's not a secret or anything. But this is going to be a great aircraft. I can tell by setting things up for my presets. So it looks fantastic. We've circled this thing 2 or 3 times. So let's hop inside and look around this thing. Like I said, I have a few presets set up. I like the call sign D Missy. And there's other notes on there I'm trying to read, hence the pause in my speaking. Operation, airspeeds, and payload just kind of taped on there with, clear tape over it. I've done plenty of that stuff myself. What is this thing? Tiny tack. Cute. Gas tack and hour meter. Oh, you can select stuff. Not sure what that'll let us select. We'll have to start and see. Otherwise, there's a pen there, so you can jot stuff down while you're flying up in the sky, right? I don't think you're going to be writing anything down. I guess that's before you start. Anyway, neat stuff there. If you go all the way up to the top, this is where your flaps are. Let's see if our flaps do anything. Oh, they do. Okay, our flaps do stuff. Start, primer, your mags, kind of covered by the straps there for the top, and then I assume that means master switch. But we just look around. Propellers behind us, little engines behind us. This is a real life aircraft. It does exist in real life. This isn't just for the sim. It's not a fictitious aircraft at all. I was going to try to zoom in here. Was that like a lawnmower engine or something? Probably a little more substantial than a lawnmower engine. However, not by much. So I could have gotten specs, real life specs, I guess. But I didn't, so I apologize. But if you want to Google it, it's the Aerolite 103 by Aero-Works. So there you go. Anyway, this modeling is just amazing. So anyway, let's try to start this thing up. It can't be terribly difficult. So let's see. Let's do the master switch. Turn on the mags. Prime this thing. Well, nope, not the menu. Prime. Primer doesn't do anything. It's just there for looks. Hit start. And this is where we're going to start. Are we running? No, because I don't know what I'm doing. Hang on. Let's get rid of this gyro thing. Get out of here. Did I miss something? Master switch. Mags are on. Primer, I can't prime anything. So we're just going to try again. Alright, I'm obviously forgetting to do something. Do we have to turn fuel on or anything like that? Let's see. Nope. Gauges here, no switches. That just changes our barometer. What's down here? That's throttle. I already have that forward. Is there like a fuel lever? What if I do the fuel lever on my yoke? Let's put that forward. Okay, that works. So I had to move the fuel lever on my yoke forward. I don't know what that changed though. Like, I don't see anything moving when I use my control on the yoke, but obviously I needed to do it. So I'm not sure what changed there or what to manipulate, because I know this is supposed to be VR ready, and I'm just looking for my conditioner. That's what I'm doing. I don't see it. But if this is gonna be VR, you're gonna need to know where that conditioner lever is, right? Anyway, conditioner's all the way forward on my yoke. That's what was missing. I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do, we are going to take the parking brake off. There we go. Whoop. Alright, we're rolling already. Let's hop outside and let's get first set of flaps down. Were there 3 sets of flaps on there? Just 2. Okay, 2 sets of flaps. We'll have 1 down for takeoff. Let's have a look around on this awesome airport. So it's a little tiny town, and the reason why it's like this is there's a fly-in. Well, at least when I modeled it, they had fly-ins almost every year. I don't know if they do now. That was several years ago. But I assume they do. But there's a neighborhood right behind there in real life. And then a fly-in. And that's what this is supposed to be replicating. I really don't think it would say the runway like that. I didn't put that there. It just appeared apparently when there's an update. Because why would they have a runway marker at a place like this? Anyway, alrighty, let's see. Let's go out this way. We'll take off towards the north. Like so. So far, it taxis just fine. It almost seems too easy to taxi, but all the aircraft seem too easy to taxi. Ooh, there we go. Anyway, I got some preset setups. So we can look around. This is very nice. So I will meet you at the end of this little grass strip here, and we'll turn around and take off in this thing. All right, we'll just slow down and turn around here. And I must say that the sounds of this are quite pleasing. They sound probably too pleasing compared to what I would expect this to sound like in real life. I would expect it to sound like a big bee buzzing around in real life, and it doesn't sound like that at all. Of course, I'm probably going to go to YouTube and listen to the real thing myself, but it sounds very pleasant. Too pleasant. Anyway, so here we go. Throttles forward. I scratched my nose just as I did that. Bad timing. And here we go. Whoa, okay, that's really touchy. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Flaps in. And we are cooking. Alright, tachometer 7,300. And climbing. This thing cooks. This thing picks up speed really quickly. Looking over the city right there of Grygla. Awesome. Very smooth. Oh, I like her shadow on the ground. So anyway, over to the left up here, there's a whole bunch of farm fields that I modeled with like neighboring landing strips, except I don't know where they are and they're too far away. So we're just going to tool around here. Anyway, this is awesome. It handles very, 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 very easy. Very easy to fly. Probably too easy to fly, maybe? I don't know. I have no experience with anything like this. What am I saying? I'm just a flight simmer. But easier to handle than any other aircraft of this size. And we're just looking around. What a beautiful shot. HT Mesh 4, of course. Is there an altimeter in here? Yes, 1,500 feet up. Ground level is like 900 feet, so we're only about 600 feet above ground level. Anyway, I'm already like hands off. This thing is easy to trim. Doesn't take any effort at all to fly this. If you've never done flight sim ever before, this is definitely the airplane to try, because it's flying itself right now. That's awesome. That's super cool. Just a fun little trike. There's the airfield there. Let's come back. And I love the textures. This is really cool. I think this is going to be my new favorite VFR toot around the city, check things out aircraft for sure. I'm gonna fly right over the city here. I want to get a good shot for a screen cap here. That's not gonna work. Let's just enjoy the city. I'll worry about screenshots later. How cool is that? I purposely have this view so that it looks through the windshield. Wow, this is super easy to fly. That is awesome. I love the shadows. I refuse to turn off shadows in the sim. I know it kills my frame rates, but I'll take like hovering around 20 frames per second to get shadows. I know right now I would have like 60 without them because I've done tests, but I don't need my frames that high. I'm still enjoying it. Wow, I never knew that rural Minnesota could be so pretty too. Anyway, this thing is so easy to fly. No effort at all. We're still climbing. What are we at? Almost 2,000 feet. Airport's behind us, I think. Yep, we're going right over the airstrip right now. Alright, let's have some close-up looks of this thing. Let's see, what do we use? This one? There we go. Very cool. Just floating around. Fuel tank behind the seat, of course. It's interesting how nice the lines look because my anti-aliasing is the same, obviously. For any aircraft, I don't change it. Yet the lines look so much smoother in this thing than it does in other aircraft with the same anti-aliasing. I mean, look at this. That actually looks like fabric. Like the rubbery, plasticky, vinyl-y type fabric. That actually looks like that. Wow! This is amazing. I can't believe this. And all of you who do flight sim yourself, it's in your sim, just update it. And it's there. That is really cool. Alrighty, well, not much else to say really. I mean, it's just a trike. I shouldn't say just a trike. It's a trike. And I'm enjoying every minute of this. So let's head back. I'm gonna say head back to base. Let's head back to the airport and see if we can land. See how well this thing lands. Where are we here? Alright, have to start coming down. Whoa. There we go. Have a few more looks around, of course. My famous last words before I have my amazingly spectacular, terrible landings. And we'll come in here and land. Alright, we're way too high to land, obviously. So we're going to circle out a little bit. Whoa. Oh, it doesn't go down when you let go of the throttle. It just slows down. So much for the throttle to control vertical descent thing. Alright, turning my head here to use this peripheral vision. Makes it way easier. And we'll wait until we're on final before we apply any flaps, I think. We're about 600 feet above ground level, so we got to come down. First set of flaps. It's going to make us slow way down. Holy cow. And bounce around a little bit. Second set of flaps. Let's slow down. Aim for the numbers that don't exist. Except we're really high. That's okay, we have lots of runway. I have lots of throttle engaged. I probably have half throttle engaged to keep us from stalling. So let's slow this thing down. Not that much. Wow, I have lots of throttle still. Oh my gosh, this is hard to land smoothly. Pull back a little bit, don't stall. Oh, we're still floating around. That was terrible. That was terrible. I was expecting us to stall inside of that arc, but nope, we didn't stall at all. So anyway, here we go. We will pull off here. Let's do our taxi view so we can see what it looks like. Flaps can come in now. That was a really bad landing, but I sometimes feel like bigger planes are easier to land. But I don't know. All right, we'll just pull off and park this thing. Short and sweet. Just a quick little tour. But this is definitely going to be my VFR check things out ultralight aircraft of choice. No question about it. Let's see, where are they going to put us? I think they're going to put us over to the right this time. There should be some parking there. I'm pretty sure I left some open parking spaces when I built this thing up. Alright, let's see. I can tell with how the autogen has changed outside of the airfield because I remember stuff not being there. And it's there now. Oh, this is going to make me nauseous. Oh, I'm getting real. Okay, I can't. I gotta park. I mean, I'm going to get very nauseous in real life. I know this isn't a parking spot, but it's going to be right now. Ooh. Okay, let's get through here. We're going to clip anything. Sneak right under you. There we go. Alright. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. Here we go. Stop. Alright, come down here, set the parking brake. Set. And turning this thing off can't be that hard, right? You're just gonna, where's my mouse? You're just gonna turn the mags off. There you go, and turn that off. And that's it. Alright, so there you have it. Not much else to say without repeating myself, so I'm not gonna repeat myself. Little twitchy on the takeoff, but once you're going, it's super easy to fly. Difficult to land, but that's probably mostly just me. I seem to land better with bigger aircraft. These little ones, I have a really difficult time. I have a hard time judging the ground, I think. And then it just gets all out of control. But anyway, we did it. Super fun. Quick video today, but it had a purpose, had a mission here to get this out and let everybody have a look at it. So if you found me by accident, please subscribe. If you are a regular subscriber, thank you for your continuing support. And turn on those notifications so you know when I've updated. That's separate from subscribing. And make sure you do that. And with that said, I'll catch you in the next one.